Wabarakatuh. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing great. Today I want to talk about a topic that obviously most YouTubers pick about, which is basically how can you make money? How can you make six figures, seven figures, whatever? How can you get to be successful? How can you have fame in this dunya? You have to be careful. Yeah, you have to be careful. Of course, first of all, firstly, you should know how to make that amount of money. You should know how can you reach those figures, of course, which is the hardest thing. And of course, I admire a lot the people that are able to make this amount of money by themselves, because I don't know, I think everybody has the ability to make that amount of money if we actually work on ourselves, if we actually learn, will help us to get that amount of money. Of course, I absolutely believe that, so that is admirable. But what is going on? Why do I talk about this? Well, you guys, one of the biggest trials that Allah has put on this dunya for us is money. So, which types of trials are we going to face in relationship with money? First of all, the one that we already all know, that we get poor, basically, that we don't have enough money to pay the bills, to pay rent, to pay for the most essential things like food, shelter, all of this stuff. That is the most typical trial we usually see. We say, Ya Allah, please make us among those that aren't the poor, like we actually have risk from you, all of this stuff. Yeah, but you know what? Being poor is not the biggest trial when it comes to money. You know which is the biggest trial when we talk about money? Is when we have a lot of money and we are really successful. That is the time where you're going to face the biggest trial. Why? And you're going to tell me why. Why? If I do have all of this, I have everything, why am I facing a trial? You're facing a trial firstly because most of the people that have a lot of money usually change. They become arrogant. They think they're superior most of the times. They forget about humility. They forget to be humble. All of this stuff. This is a big trial from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to see if money changes you. That is the truth about this. And you see, most of these people that end up becoming successful, that end up having a lot of money, usually forget about those that need the money the most, which are the poor. So you see in this society nowadays, the people that control absolutely everything don't give a about the ones that need money. They actually try to do their best to get more money and more money and more money and more money. They just don't care. Look at what is going on in Palestine right now. Do you know that the reason this is happening in Palestine is because of money? It's because of money. The money can become one of the biggest trials, I'm telling you. Like, this is the more money you have, the biggest trial you're facing. Of course, not every single person is going to be provoked by money as a fact. Like, not every single person is going to see money as something, as a resource to get everything they want, and they just don't care about other people and that's it. There's people that still, subhanallah, even with all the money they have, they still remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because the biggest trial as a fact when you have money is the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because most of the times I've seen this by myself. I think you've seen this by yourself too. I've seen a lot of people that forget about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala once they have money. And you know, there's a lot of verses in the Quran that speak about this. They preferred the money of the dunya. They preferred everything from this dunya rather than the akhirah. So there's people that actually even sold their soul. They sold their soul to the devil as a fact because of money in this dunya. These people are even Muslims. There's Muslim among these people. Yeah, there's people here in this situation that would rather have money in this dunya, everything they want, rather than the akhirah. So, summarized up, the biggest trial you're going to face when you have a lot of money is basically Allah is going to check if you're going to still remember Him, if you're going to still make an ibadah, if you're still going to grow your iman, even if you're going through the best situations, even if you're going through the best things in your life. Because you know Allah is testing you every single time. Every single time. It doesn't matter if you are going through positive things or you're going through negative things. Allah is testing you every single time to see if you are grateful, to see if you still make ibadah to Him, to see if you still help the ones that need it the most. Because the people that are poor, actually, that Allah decided, Allah at the end of the day is the one that decides who is the one who's going to have rizq and who is the one that won't have rizq. That is all up to Him. But of course, that's something also that we have to work to. Like if we want something, we have to work for it, obviously. But this is not the point. The point is that these people that are the poor are going to basically wait for the moment there's going to be someone out there that has some money and has a good heart and is willing to help these people. Because you see, most of these people won't even help. And if they do help, of course they do not help the way they should do it. Because with all that amount of money, they could be saving even a whole country. And they just don't do it. They just don't do it because they obviously want to have more money, so they feel like they're going to lose the money. Subhanallah. Of course, this is not true, because we all know that if we help the people, if we help the poor by giving them money, Allah is going to double it to us. Allah is going to make us, He's going to give us more money than before. So it is the intention you have. It is the way you help. So this is something that people don't talk about. Usually people are on YouTube talking about how to make these figures, how to do this, how to do this. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. I think that is absolutely admirable. But don't forget about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this journey. If you're going to get the money, if you're going to get the success, don't forget about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching you every single time, every single second, and if Allah sees that your intentions are not good, of course that is going to be something that Allah will notice. So subhanallah, I hope this message has reached you out. I hope you like this video. Jazakallahu khairan for watching. Assalamu alaikum.